You can continue blaming this stupid Bencb guy making a video about educating people to consider before they jump into poker and stay away from poker for a while and first learn variance and bankroll management. Or you can blame the government, or you can blame poker stars for the high rake for not being successful, so you don't reach your desired win rate or whatever you dream in life. This is, if you continue this behavior and making these comments, to me, and this is my honest response, this is a victimhood mentality. Hey, welcome back, guys. Today I want to take this opportunity to share a few words about my recent video where I explain why I think you should not play poker despite of the poker boom. And first of all, most of you guys appreciated my honest advice, and I'm very, very, very grateful for each of you guys taking the time, supporting the channel, and leaving a comment. It really means a lot, not only to me, but to the entire team. So thank you for that. Thank you for the support. I want to elaborate a little bit more on the concerns that my video brought up, and the concerns around the poker community. A lot of you guys shared that it will have an impact on poker, make the games tougher, and might kill your win rate. I mean, you might have seen the comments. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just go to the video and just see the comments, just see the feedback. And I definitely want to touch base on that in this video. And first of all, if you want to have fun, if you want to gamble, go ahead. I'm not stopping you to play poker. If that's your hobby and you see it as some sort of entertainment, go ahead. It's totally fine. But you have to take into consideration that my videos are aimed towards who consider taking poker a little more serious, right? And they might try to make a profession. They want to build a little side income, or simply want to learn, or even though if they play for fun, learn a little bit and lose a little bit less money. And that's totally right. And this is what the people that I see my content is very valuable to. And if someone wants to start now, or he wants to come back because he has heard there is a poker boom and he wants to take it more serious and make money, I want to educate them about the risk and the requirements it needs to take, or the requirements that are important to take it more serious and not to lose all your money. And again, if you want to play for fun, have fun. Don't listen to me. Don't watch this video and just go and play poker. That's totally okay. I'm not discouraging people from playing poker. However, there are a few things that need to be shared, that need to be addressed when you want to play poker and you want to make money. And I've seen a couple of comments though that made me really think, and I want to share a couple of things, and mostly about my reasonings for making such a video and my vision and my goals with Raise Your Edge as well. Most of you guys also shared their concern in a very respectful way, so I don't mind taking my position on this topic and responding to this feedback. However, of course, there were a couple of comments that were very disrespectful, very offending, and just delete. Bye-bye. That's not the way I'm engaging with people. That's not the way I treat people, and that's not the way I appreciate it being communicated. So, but I don't mind reading critique. I don't mind engaging in that, and I don't mind that we can have a conversation about that. I mean, now it's here just me talking about it, but yeah. So definitely also appreciate the negative feedback that I have received. Let's start with believing people that such a video will have a negative impact on the softness of the games, that recreationals will stay away, that I have a selfish agenda to keep people away from playing poker so I can lure them into my courses, which is, by the way, not the case, but I'm also going to elaborate more on that later as well. To be honest, guys, I find it very, very questionable to make a comment and bring that up, claiming us to be selfish, when your goal is essentially to keep the game soft for yourself, to maintain a higher win rate, ultimately to make more money. So according to your point of view, you have a selfish agenda as well. So your main argument for addressing your points, and your main argument is we're being selfish. This sounds very contradicting to me, to be honest. And this creates an awkward chemistry. And I find this a very difficult place to continue a healthy and productive conversation. And please don't, just because you put your reasonings in nicer words to make your reasoning not appear selfish. I mean, I want to keep poker alive, or I want a sustainable ecosystem. It sounds nice. Bottom line, it means you want to make more money in poker. I mean, I also want a healthy ecosystem for Raise Your Edge. I also want Raise Your Edge to flourish. I mean, what does it mean ultimately, right? Of course, that we also want to make more money to keep our business going. So, of course, sometimes we have selfish reasons, but with that video, it was definitely not the case. So we should at least stay honest if we want to have this debate. Also, furthermore, think about our audience. We mainly have people following us and consuming our content that have an interest in becoming better. They want to learn, right? And ultimately making money in poker. So most of our videos, if not all, have an educational purpose. So the guy who gives a fuck about variance and bankroll management, he's not going to watch our video in the first place. He might see the title, he might watch it for a minute. Oh, this guy gives some strategy tips. Fuck him. I know, I just want to gamble. So these kind of players, they're not going to take my advice. They're just going to play anyway. So it has zero impact on these, on your targets that you're trying to play against in poker to make money out of it. Period. And it's absolutely crazy to me to assume that such a video will have an impact on the softness of the games, or even on the ecosystem of the game. I mean, this is just as if we're a billion follower company. I know we have a certain impact, but it's not that big. And if someone just wants to gamble, he doesn't watch our videos. He's just gonna go, or maybe he just watch it to watch some poker, but he's not gonna learn. And that's totally okay. I'm not blaming everyone. Some of you guys wanna have entertainment, they wanna have fun, and that's totally alright. That's zero judgment here from my side. So why am I making such a video in the first place? Well, my videos are also, or this particular video is for beginners, or those who turn to poker. So kind of are beginners, like beginners 2.0, so to speak. And they just started. And they don't understand variance and bankroll management. Maybe they need some refreshment. And again, I want to educate them about the dangers now to come back. And those are the ones who are not going to buy our course, because they just start with low stakes or micro stakes. So this is not actually our audience that we sell our courses to, especially not the Tournament Masterclass that is $1,000 or even if a little more, right? So there's no benefit of us telling the audience that is not, very likely is not having the money to purchase our courses, and telling them, to first study bankroll management, first study variance before starting playing. So there is no, I can't see a benefit. Maybe building a long-term relationship with them, or start a long-term relationship, and later on they might purchase one of our courses. I mean, could happen, of course, but we're not sitting down, all right, how can we make people playing poker so we lure them into courses? I mean, if that's the way you think, I can tell you it's not the case. I don't see any reason. There's no data or facts that will prove the point. So, of course, we also have, sometimes we have an agenda. Sometimes we also have to pay bills. I also have to pay staff. Also have to pay support. I also have to pay editing, right? It costs a lot of money. Accountants, lawyers, and we have a lot of them, unfortunately, in terms of what we need for accounting advice and legal advice. But this is a different story. So this is something I wanted to make people aware of. And we are a poker school, and we have a fucking responsibility to tell people, if I see, okay, there might be a lot of people not knowing what is going on or underestimating certain things when they jump into poker. And that's what I want. And I'm not going to start telling people some bullshit to keep the game soft, or to get more views, to be honest. I mean, even though that what I'm saying will have no impact on the softness of the game, it will not kill your games. And yes, the title is strong, I know, but the title very much reflects the content of the video. It exactly says what I'm talking in the video about. So just because it might appear as a clickbaity title, it's not a clickbait. I'm not baiting people into something. No, this is one-to-one what I'm talking about in the video. You just don't like the title because you're afraid that you're gonna lose money because you have a selfish agenda. Period. That's the truth. And you can stand behind it and don't try to put it into nicer words and the ecosystem and the future of poker and yeah, you're fighting for poker. No, you have a selfish agenda. And why not just being honest? And that's totally okay. I mean, then at least stand behind it and say what you think and stand behind your selfish reasons as well. And my goal is not to make you my friend. My goal is to make you think about your own beliefs, because if you think that our videos cause you a drop in your win rate, which is never going to happen, you're very much stuck in a victimhood mentality. Dude, listen. There will always be circumstances that you have no control of. Whether people creating specific content that has a certain impact on the market, or political impact, or even now with the coronavirus. Unfortunately, that's the case. And you can continue blaming this stupid Bencb guy making a video about educating people to consider before they jump into poker and stay away from poker for a while and first learn variance and bankroll management. Or you can blame the government, or you can blame poker stars for the high rake, for not being successful, so you don't reach your desired win rate or whatever you dream in life. This is, if you continue this behavior and making these comments, to me, and this is my honest response, this is a victimhood mentality. I mean, I was going through the same shit and my games got killed. Back then when I was grinding sit and goes, you, especially on high stakes, you are pretty much break even. Like you maybe have 1 or 2%, but you rely on rakeback a lot. And with the new rakeback changes, my games got killed. Like from one day to the other, I was worried about my future. And of course, at first I was blaming poker stars. I was blaming whoever. It was not my fault. Yes, however, it was still my responsibility to do the best out of it. And if you already start blaming others for potential outcomes that gonna happen 0.0001% of the time, dude, what are you putting your focus on? It's not gonna happen. But if you already start worrying about it, I don't even want to imagine how you behave when actually shit hits the fan and there's something serious that happens and you need to adjust, you need to change something. Maybe games get killed, poker get banned in your country. Yeah, it's not your fault, but you still got to do something about it. Do you want to blame the government? You want to write comments and hate emails towards the government, how stupid that is, or to other people that make videos that have an impact on whatever you're earning your money from, and complain about their titles or whatever it is. And even if that's real, yes, you can do it, but it's a waste of time. So this is a victimhood mentality, and you should start taking responsibility for your own shit, especially when you complain about something or blame something that is essentially never going to happen. And it's crazy to me. It's really crazy to me. And I know I might make you really upset, and you're gonna probably hate me for that. And I'm a terrible person. But it's okay. I want to tell you the truth. And if there's 1 out of 50 guys out there that in a couple of weeks, months, or years, and he remember maybe my words and he would change something, this means more to me than making 49 people pissed, not going to follow us, not purchasing our courses. That's totally okay. I want to tell you the truth, because I know taking action, taking responsibility will bring you closer to your desired results than blaming others. It's not going to bring you anywhere. You waste your resource, you waste your energy, you waste your time, period. And I'm really tired of hearing people, oh yeah, you made millions. It's so easy for you to claim that. And now you play the moral teacher and tell people when not to play poker. What about us? We also want a piece of a cake. We also want to make money. Listen, I went through the entire shit you're probably going through. Like, I grinded my way up from $1 sit and goes. I worried about my future. I just moved into a new apartment. I don't know how to cover my expenses. I was still grinding. I was on college at the same time. I had to manage a lot of stuff at the same time. I went broke. And it's And then I grinded my way up back up to the $5,000 sitting goals, the highest sitting goals possible. I had the sickest downswings. And I'm pretty sure there are people out there that have it harder than me. They live in countries where the environment is even tougher than I used to have it in Germany. I mean, it's still a country where we have all opportunities. If they live people in countries, they're in a very fucked up situation. I'm so grateful that even though I was also not necessarily, like, nothing was gifted to me. Nothing. So I know what it means to grind my way up. And I'm really tired of hearing this shit. Yeah, now you're there. And I would say the same shit a couple years ago, when I started with Raise Your Edge, and when I even still played more tournaments and actually relied much more on my income of the ecosystem. So please always put things into perspective. And I worked my ass off now to share my my story with you. And so I don't want you to make the same mistakes. I'm telling you the truth. If you don't like it, unsubscribe, don't watch my videos. That's totally cool. But don't blame me, don't blame others. If the games are getting tougher, if you fall behind, the games will always change. There will always be something that's going to make the games tougher. But this video is definitely not going to make the games tougher. It's not going to kill poker or the title or whatever. I do believe that poker will remain profitable for a very long time, because people still have too big of an ego. I mean, it's a gambling sector, right? And if someone has fun playing poker or gambling, he's going to do it anyway. And that won't change because of a couple poker schools releasing their knowledge on YouTube or advising some people to stay away from poker, not to play poker. I mean, come on. However, my intention is always to provide good content for those who want to change, who want to become better, who want to escape the 9-to-5 trap. That's my mission. I want to give a little contribution to make their lives better. And to be honest, I don't care even if they end up buying my course. If they can take a few things out of what I'm saying and it helps them in a certain way, man, that's epic. That means a lot to me. Believe it or not, but that really fulfills me. And of course, I want to make money with poker and Raise Your Edge, of course. I have to pay a big team. I have visions for the future to help more people, bigger projects, and there are a lot of expenses to cover. As you see, the editing is getting better. The video YouTube channel grows with more content, better content, reinvesting the money, paying a big staff in Discord that is managing a community of 20,000 people, answering hands every day, questions. It's like a team of 7 to 10 people working there every day, day in, day out, and day in and day out. So yeah, I'm not seeking here for attention and poor Ben, like you have all know. That's not my agenda here, and I do enjoy it. Don't get me wrong, but what I'm saying is I have a big vision, and I wanna move forward with Raise Your Edge. And of course, sometimes we have an agenda, and but I think a lot of the money goes back into investing into new projects and better content that ultimately will also help a lot of people that don't have the money to purchase our courses. And this was always my vision, that I know I can contribute a lot in poker. I'm good at it, so I'm also going to charge a lot for my paid content. However, I want to give an opportunity to those who can't afford it to also study for free. Of course, not to the quality as our paid content, but at least it gives them guidance and structure also for lower stakes, mid stakes, and even for high stakes, to also start making money from poker, build a bankroll, and yeah, giving tips for poker mindset in life. And that's how I see it. And yeah, just providing people with an opportunity to study for free for us, and especially on YouTube, of course, but also with articles and webinars that we once in a while do, and cover topics around poker strategy, mindset, and life. And if let's hypothetically think about some of the scenarios. Some of you guys might think that poker is not beatable anymore, because all of the poker schools, all the advice we give people suddenly turn into winning players, and the games are getting so tough that it's not profitable and poker is dying. Right? That's what a lot of people are claiming. First of all, there will always be people that will fall behind, but this has nothing to do with someone providing content, because you have access. Everyone has the same this is in the same environment when it comes to the free stuff that is on YouTube or everywhere. So if everyone else is doing it, making money or beating the games through the free content, right? That's what, because not so many people as you think are signing up for courses. People still have too much big of an ego. It's like, I don't need a course, and that's fine. But people blame or complain about there's so much free stuff out there. Wow, the content is too good, and it's gonna kill poker. No, it's not. And if it does, if you fall behind, you can't beat it, and you blame the poker schools, well, think about that. If others are capable of doing it, they're simply better. And you sucked. Period. Right? That's how I see it. And you should probably admit that you could have done better, spent more time, studied more dedicated. And again, let's think about hypothetically that for whatever reason, poker might die. I take it a little further. I think about the big picture. If that's the case, it would mean that so many people wake up, are aware of, you know how important mindset is in poker. It means people have unbelievable strong mindsets. And they wake up, and this will also reflect onto other areas of life. They're aware they need to be healthy. They finally take action, get healthy, live their dreams, escape the trap of the 9-to-5, escape this society, escape this brainwashed system. Because you actually need to wake up. You need to have a strong mindset to win in poker. You know it. You know how tough it is to make money in poker. It fucks with your emotions. The variance is brutal. And if you manage this in poker, it's so much. I'm not saying it's easy to live healthy, but it's definitely easier to live healthy than making money in poker. Poker is one of the toughest things to master. And if everyone that gets into poker has the dedication, the ability to learn fast and effective way, master their mindset, master their health, to make money in poker, dude, the world would be in such a better place. And if that's happened, I would be happy. This would be fucking awesome. I wouldn't cry. I wouldn't be like, oh, poker's dead. Because then so many more people would be happy. So many people would be mentally stronger and finally do something about this fucked up system, living their own lives on their own terms, being happy, living their lives that they always wanted to live. This is, of course, almost fantasy, I would think, because the way our society works right now and with brainwashing people and all the media kind of stuff, this holds them back from accomplishing their goals, keeping the people down, talking them down. You're not good enough. You need to spend money on that. You need that shit. That's sad, I know, but I want to also help those people to give them an opportunity to see, hey man, if you can make a living out of playing cards, man, that's epic. Like, there are no boundaries. Whatever excuse you have to not release your app, whatever excuse you have to not build your investment or a finance business or whatever it is, if you can make a living out of playing cards, what is stopping you? What's stopping you from working towards? If it's money, all right, get a side income. Keep working on that. So, yeah, this is just a very imaginable scenario. And if you think about it, wouldn't that be epic if that happens? Because it's going to reflect any other area in their life, in their health, their business, their finances. The world will there will be much more peace. People were going to be much more happier. But of course, this is a different perspective. But that's how I see it. And yeah, that's my vision. I mean, it's not my vision to kill poker, but my vision to help people in a certain degree, to make the world a better place, either with Raise Your Edge or with different projects. That's what I'm burning for. And I understand some of you guys that there's a lot of shit content out, like not poker content, but you know, you've seen all the marketing gurus and trying to lure you into their networks and getting your money, promising you the quick fix, promising the getting rich quick method, and scamming people. And yeah, I'm also tired of it. So of course, if people use a bold title or they're using bold statements, it's always, I understand that people think, okay, what's the agenda of Raise Your Edge? What's the agenda of this guy? But there was no agenda. It was just literally trying to make people aware of, okay, what's going on. Because I get a lot of messages, people going broke, losing a lot of stuff, and I'm maybe a little bit more emotionally attached to this than others. But it's still a business for me. It's still a game. I want to compete in poker. And yes, I also want to make money out of it. So I still at least want to provide an opportunity for those who want to take it more serious to consider bankroll management, to consider the variance, so they not jump into this endeavor and then it ends up in a catastrophe. And I understand that you guys are suspicious, some of you at least, and think that I have an agenda. But I simply want to provide those who don't have enough money to sign up with us for a course to study and to still learn with us, make some money, build a bankroll, use it to turn pro or for other projects and start living their dreams. That means the world to me. I hope you guys understand that. I hope you guys gives you a little bit of a different perspective on how I see things. And you might agree or you might agree. If you don't, share it, do it in a respectful way. I'm not wasting more than a second. If there's a disrespectful or offending comment, that's not the place to do that. Stay healthy, guys, and then see you at the tables. Peace.